Capri, why is it that whenever I'm ready to record my video, the sprinkler comes on, someone's out here bumping music real loud? Do they care that we're about to make a YouTube video? What are you gonna do? How do we get the dogs to understand that they have back legs? That's the most important thing here. See, when a dog is born, a dog doesn't know it has back legs. That's why the dog's all wobbly and wonky. The dog needs to learn to operate their back legs independently of their front legs, and we have to teach it to them. This is called rear end awareness. It doesn't know that those back legs can operate independently of the front leg. So that is what we need to teach the puppy. We need to teach him how to operate this thing. We need to teach him how to unlock this feature. This is actually a confidence building exercise, and it ties into teaching your dog how to maintain a position. For example, when you want to put your dog's clothes on, what are they going to be doing? Are they going to be bobbing and weaving? I am going to show you step by step how to achieve left heel, right heel, center heel, all of the heel positions. So come with me and let's go. Let's go. Before we begin, roll the intro. Now, as always, when we're learning something new, we're going to need some tools. This here is a bowl, but it's no average bowl. What this is going to do, it's going to help the dog grip onto the surface without slipping off. What else do we need? We need some treats. The dog has to be motivated. If the dog's not motivated, learning is not going to happen. So we need to have something that the dog wants. We need to make sure that the dog hasn't seen their baby daddy across the street and is running to get child support. We need to make sure that the dog can stay with us and engage with us. And if that's not the case, the dog goes back in the kennel. We're done with the training. If you don't want to train, nothing else happens in your life. Are you ready to get in the game? All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin. With a dog that's wary in this situation, you're going to apply a bit of leash pressure in the direction of the bowl. You're going to tell the dog, listen, dog. I know that this is tough. I know you don't know what's going on, but just trust me, dog, okay? So you're going to pull in the direction of the bowl, and once the dog touches that bowl, immediately mark, reward. Now, I'm assuming you've watched other puppy videos about engagement training, about loading the marker. Loading the marker simply means you click, you reward, you click, you reward, you click, you reward. Or you use your verbal marker, which in this case could be yes or good. So you say yes, reward, yes, reward, yes, reward. So now that you have all of that set up, we're ready to begin. The very first thing we're going to do now is try to get our dog on to the bowl. So I'm going to apply pressure and yes. And as soon as she touches the bowl, I mark and reward. Yes! All right, so as soon as I get 2 paws on there, that is another level of reward, okay? So 2 paws. So, yes, good girl. So she's maintaining it, so I can now switch to my continuation marker, good. So while she's maintaining position, good, reward. Good. And all the while, I'm rewarding for eye contact as well. Good, reward. While we're here, I can start practicing eye contact. So I want to get this under my chin, just like this. Good. Try to move one hand away. Your dog is going to look at this hand for a second. Eventually, they're going to look back. When they do, you mark good, good, reward, and then release. Okay. Welcome to step 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. Another distraction. Are you kidding me? Can a guy just record a video in peace here? We're going to take a step back and we're going to walk in the direction of the bowl. What we want the dog to do is to assume what we want from them. We want them to start moving towards the bowl before we even get to the bowl. So, let me get Capri's attention over here, and then I'm going to take a step. As soon as I take a step, good, she should go to the bowl. I'm going to take another step. Good. So that could be a way to cue her to go into that position eventually. Once they get past this level, it means they have a clear understanding that their 2 front paws are supposed to be on there. And so now we're ready for the next step. The next step is we're going to start moving them. I'm going to push the side with my knee, and if she takes 1 step, I'm going to mark it with a yes and reward her for it. So push, yes. 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 So the next step here is now I want to start being stagnant while she's moving. So how am I going to get her to move? I'm going to use my palm to sort of direct her movement, because wherever she goes to get the treat, the leg is going to move along with it. So while I'm here, I'm going to turn my arm like this and just lower her into that position. When she's there, I mark the behavior, good, then offer her the food. Then I'm going to switch hands here. I'm going to lower her again. Good, into that position. So that teaches her to be able to operate those back legs from left to right, side to side, swing him and dip him, swing him and dip him, and flip him and script him. Fling him and dip him, then flip, spin him and dip him, spin him and dip him, and flip him. Spin him and flip him, spin him and flip him, then drip him. Flip him, spin him and flip him, then good. Just so she builds the habit of keeping her head up. Now we're going to release her, break, and give her a tiny bit of a break. So we're going to put her away in the kennel for about 5 to 10 minutes, let her think about how fun that was, how delicious those treats were, and then we're going to bring her back so that we can continue the session. Kennel. Good girl. We'll be right back. Usually when you bring the dog back out, they want to go right to the thing that they were doing last. Good, that's good. So that's a good indication that you're on the right track. So we've been able to teach her to swing left and right. Now what we're going to do is we take the ball away, all right? So we're going to release. Okay, even though we're in the same position, there's no ball, right? But what's going to happen is your dog is used to that behavior, and used to understanding that movement. So you can bring him into a lure and good. Reward. Eye contact, and then you can switch it again. And when you can get this good, perfectly, and you get 3 or 4 back-to-back solids with no mistakes, then you can start introducing a word. Right heel, so say the word, behavior, mark, good, and reward. Left heel, good. Right heel. Good. Eventually you should get to the point where you can just use a flick of the wrist to get her into a left, flick of the wrist here to get her into the right. Sit. Good. Center. Good. Left heel. Good. Right heel. Good. Left heel. Good. Right heel. Good. In a totally separate video, I'm going to show you how we achieve center heel, center, and how we go from here to the left heel and the right heel. Left heel. Also, how we build speed. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel, Wagwan, what's the deal, bruv? The notifications aren't turned on. What's going on, bruv?